While I'm living in Korea, when I meet new people, they always ask me, where do I come from? That's a reasonable question first and foremost because I don't look Korean. But as time goes on, I'm kind of less and less sure how to answer that. I was born and raised in the US. That's where I was educated, that's where I went to university, that's where I had my first few jobs, that's where my passport is from, that's where my driver's license is from. But I've been in Korea for a few years now, and the longer I'm here, the less I experience the US. Of course, I can read US news here, I can watch US movies, US TV series, US books, but that doesn't mean I'm still like really in touch with the culture. And the longer I'm here, I feel like I'm falling out of touch with American culture. And it's also because in terms of knowledge and experience, I'm much more in touch with Korean culture. I could tell you exactly which stores in COEX opened within the last 4 years and which order and when COEX changed its logo. I could tell you what was in fashion from a few years ago and how fashion has dramatically changed in Seoul. I can tell you which K-pop songs they've been playing in stores and on the radio more than others, and I can tell you the degree to which they have influenced culture and entertainment. But when people say, oh, I'm going to New York, can you recommend places for me to go? I honestly don't really know what's around anymore. I visit maybe once a year, but it's not like I can experience everything. Recently, I recommended a restaurant to someone that I later found out had closed 2 years ago. I know secondhand how hard it is to find a job in the US, but I don't know from experience because I haven't been applying to work there. I don't know what kind of cars people are driving or what the current price of gas is in my hometown. Because Korea is a homogenous culture, obviously I still don't come across people as Korean, but at the same time I don't really strike them as a typical American either. The very fact that I'm so interested and invested in Korea and living in Korea, says to them that I'm not very American. But at the same time, my uniqueness and my unique way of doing things and expressing myself, regardless of whether they like it, suggests that I'm not Korean. So I've become something of a cultural hybrid, I guess. There are times like this where I start to wonder, well, like culturally, where do I identify? Who do I identify with? What would I label myself? Aside from the language I speak and the accent with which I speak it, am I particularly American? Despite where I'm living and the investment I have in the culture and society here, am I particularly Korean? If you are an expat, or if you have lived abroad for a significant amount of time in your life, or if you have become a citizen of a new country, how exactly do you feel about your cultural identity? How much of a hybrid are you? How much have you lost of your original culture? How much have you become assimilated in your adopted culture? And if somebody asks you, where are you from? What do you give them as an answer? Regardless of what answer those people are looking for, which answer do you think defines who you are?